Welcome to another FafNir guide. Today's guide is an updated guide for MATHMECH. MATHMECH recently got its new support from Code Talker deck, which is the new Firewall main deck monsters. But we also got a new ban list that I think it's quietly affecting MATHMECH. Cynet mining to 2 and diameter to 1. I expect in the future, we might see Cynet mining be limited to 1 and circular limited to 1 or 2 as well. Because with the release of Firewall Defensor, this deck become even more consistent than ever. Here is the updated deck list that I made. Now with 1 diameter, we can add Nabla. If you watch my previous guide, I did explain that Nabla is another way to get 3 MATHMECH including diameter to graveyard in case you are bricking or only open with Firewall Defensor. And we don't use Wicked anymore since its only purpose is to search second diameter from deck, which now we can only bring 1 in the deck. And I still not sure whether should I drop Heat Soul to add second Alimbertion, because second Alimbert really helps for grind game, while Heat Soul as a link 3 eating a lot of resources just to draw 1 card, even you need another extender just to draw 2 cards. But thanks to this guy, that have a better idea for stronger end board without it. Without further ado, let's jump right into the new combo line. 1 card circular combo. Here is the basic MATHMECH combo line, just like in previous guide, but now with the better end board using terahertz. One card Firewall Defensor combo. This new card basically doing the same thing what circular does, but there's a slight change in the middle of the combo. We send Nabla using circular. The reason we send Nabla so Nabla can special summon diameter. With this we can have 3 MATHMECH in the graveyard to make Laplation next turn. If you don't want to bring Nabla, you can still have 3 MATHMECH in graveyard by using terahertz effect to send it next turn, but I prefer to use terahertz to send another Cybers, which is Maria Logic, for an extra negate. One more benefits of starting with Defensor is, whenever your terahertz about to destroyed, you can banish Defensor instead. If you don't have Defensor on your graveyard, you can chain the destruction effects to terahertz effect and send Defensor to protect it. Those are the 1 card combo that you needed. Please make sure to get used to all the step-by-step that I have shown, because those are the basic line that you're gonna use in the next advanced combo. 2 cards combo. Circular plus any one extra monster. This combo is provided by this guy. Whenever your terahertz is destroyed and sent to graveyard, you can just send anything that singularity point to in whatever the way is, and you can summon terahertz back. Defensor plus any one extra monster. Circular plus Diameter. With these hand you can play around 2 hand traps, Ash Blossom and Imperm, and you still end up in the same board. Circular plus Nabla. Summon Nabla but do not activate Circular yet. Summon Sigma and again do not activate Circular. Activate Nabla to summon Diameter from deck. If your opponent's Ash here, means you guaranteed to get Superfactorial from Circular or Alambert. Exists summon Diameter and Sigma. To summon Alambert, here's how the proper chain should be. Chain link 1 Circular, and then chain link 2 Alambertian. This way, if your opponent's Ash blossom your Alambertian, negate it right away, and your opponent must imperm either Circular or Alambertian. If they imperm Alambert, you get your Superfact from Circular. If they imperm Circular, you get your Superfact from Alambertian. Either way, you will guaranteed to get your Superfactorial if you chain it this way. In here, you can just go for terahertz and keep Alambert until the end in case opponents have a Nibiru. Or if your Alambert is already used, there is another line to make terahertz have a target protection in exchange of wasting a little bit more resources. With this, your opponents cannot target both of them with card effects. Hand Trap plus Parallel Exceed. Dot Scapper or Firewall Guardian plus Parallel Exceed. Those two basically do the same thing. That's all for the 2 cards combo. Actually, there are also a 3 cards combo, but in the end, basically another extra extender that will end up with the same end board anyway. So I suggest if you have an extra extender on top of your 2 cards combo, please keep it in case you got disrupted. Next are the OTK combo. All you need to get an OTK is to get the starter board. You must have at least 3 Cybers monsters on the field. This starter board can be achieved with 1 circular or 1 defensor. And of course, an extra extender will make it even easier to play around disruptions. We have 2 different ways to OTK. Because we have 2 best OTK monsters, Access Code and Terahertz.
Why can't I just bring one of them?
Because depends on the situation, Access Code has a way to clean up cards that can fail your OTK, while Terahertz is easier to summon and deals a lot more damage through multiple monsters on board. Let's start from the Access Code line. Basic 1 card circular. Basic 1 card circular second version. This OTK combo works great against 1 monster on attack position that have an attack of maximum 2,600. More than that, then you will fail to OTK. Basic 1 card firewall. Next is Terahertz line, Crystal Terahertz 1 card circular. At this point, make sure to send an Earth Cybers to activate crystal effects. This way, you can OTK through 2 monsters that are in defense position with a total defense point of 4,200. Crystal Terahertz 1 card firewall. There's also a simpler OTK combo, using either 1 circular or 1 defensor. All you need to make sure is to have 2 Cybers monster on the field, including 1 level 4 or lower Cybers. These one, even if your opponents have at least 2 attack position monsters with each attack of 7,000 points, you still can OTK. If you have Kaiju and using it during your turn, which means you are locked and cannot use Firewall Defensor and Transcode Talker effects. So here is how to OTK when using a Kaiju. Make sure to add Equation as a backup plan when going for OTK. From here, you can just link both Splash Mage and Update Jammer to Access Code, but then Access Code will only have 4,000 attack. But if you use Equation to have 1 extra monster, you can summon Transcode and link it off with Jammer to make Access Code 5,000 attack and attack twice. Here is another one in case your opponents have an Ash Blossom. During circular effects, if your opponents have response, it must be an Ash Blossom. If they negate it now, you can still do solo terahertz OTK combo. But if your opponents let circular resolve, make sure to add Equation and do not summon Alimbertion. Instead, link them off to Splash Mage and do it this way. Since your opponents still have Ash Blossom on hand, do not activate Terahertz yet. Enter the battle phase first and activate Terahertz. This way your opponent's Ash Blossom will negate it because of Terahertz lingering effects. Alright, that's all the combo that I can provide. If you like it, please leave a like, subscribe and share it. See you next time.